Tonight, new developments in a high-profile cold case in Sarasota.
Plus, a look at the latest damage Florence has left behind across the Carolinas.
And how a new program is helping students who dropped out of school get their high school diploma. Your Suncoast News starts now.
You're watching ABC7 News at 5.
Good evening, I'm Jacqueline Matter.
And I'm Scott Dennis. Thanks for being with us tonight. First this evening, a break in an almost 20-year-long investigation into a Sarasota County murder mystery. Tonight,
the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office announcing it has important developments in the unsolved murder of Deborah Dalzell. However, the Sheriff's Office not yet saying if they've made an arrest or exactly what that development is. Now, you may remember the high-profile case from March 29th of 1999. Sheriff's deputies were called to Dalzell's home on Colony Meadows Lane after co-workers became concerned when she didn't show up for work. When deputies arrived, they found the 47-year-old dead inside her home. They say she was sexually assaulted and murdered. Investigators have been looking for the person responsible for nearly 20 years. We spoke to Dalzell's sister back in 2012, who described what it was like not knowing what happened to her beloved family member.
To have, our lives changed completely. March 29th, 1999. We live very different lives. And everything that happens, there's, always a measure of sadness.
Detectives told us then that they believed a man broke through Dalzell's screen patio and entered her house through her French doors that were open. They have not said how she was murdered. We will hopefully get more answers on this cold case tomorrow. Sheriff Tom Knight will host a news conference tomorrow morning at 10:30. ABC7 will be there and bring you the latest developments.
Sarasota County schools are now giving students who dropped out a second chance at a high school diploma.
Acceleration Academies brings in people between the ages of 16 and 20 with hopes to graduate them. ABC7's Jackie Kelly is at the center right now to tell us more about how this all works. Jackie?
Scott, Jacqueline, Sarasota County School District provides a list of names of students who had not graduated, and now the center then reaches out to those people and they bring them in. Now this is different from a GED because students are under 21 targeting, so they come out with a high school diploma.
10 times. There you go.
This is 20-year-old Darion Langston. He says he dropped out of school because of family issues and didn't have plans on returning. That is until Acceleration Academies reached out to him.
I didn't know what to do, so I just gave up really. But now that I have this chance to get an actual high school diploma, it really shocked me for me and my parents.
Here, each lesson plan is individualized and taught through the computer, but teachers are there to help out.
We look at their transcripts, we see what they're missing, we accelerate them through the program to earn those credits that they need in order to get their high school diploma, and then we graduate them.
Langston says this environment is different from normal public schools.
Way different. Like regular school, you don't really have as much help because it's a lot of kids in the class and you can't really get, the one-on-one time that you need. Here, you have people that come and help you and sit down and go over tests and do this and that.
The center provides a flexible schedule to students as well.
We're open from 7:30 in the morning till 7 at night and on Saturdays, and so the students create their own schedule because most of them work, and they come in when they're able to work with us.
And this program is free for the students.
When the student enrolls with us, they're re-enrolling with Sarasota County Schools, so that funding starts to flow again for that student.
Transportation is also provided for the students, along with encouragement that they can reshape their future.
College is the next step.
Langston says he hopes to continue the family legacy of his siblings of getting a high school diploma.
Failure is not an option, it is a step. So I keep that in mind. I keep pushing.
An open house and a ribbon cutting just kicked off, and it'll run until 7 o'clock tonight. Reporting live in Sarasota, Jackie Kelly, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
All right, Jackie, thank you. At least 32 people across 3 states have been killed as Florence throws her final punch across the Carolinas and Virginia. Devastating flooding covering entire communities there. At least 5 rivers already at record flooding levels, overtaking more than 1,000 roads in North Carolina alone. Rescues are still happening as well. More than 4,000 people who did not evacuate have been pulled to safety so far. Sarasota County first responders are in North Carolina helping with Florence recovery efforts, and 6 more are now headed that way. The group leaving today will relieve those first responders that have been there since early last week. They will be there for 7 days, running 911 calls and helping with water rescues. One firefighter paramedic says it will be his first time responding to hurricane recovery efforts in another state, and he says they are well equipped with extensive training.
The situation is it's pretty grave right now, so we are going to head up and help them out. As far as I know, task-wise, we have to wait till we get there. We're just very excited to go up there and help out our brothers up there that are in need. Regardless of whether Sarasota or not, we're going to help.
Firefighters already in North Carolina in the city of Newport. The 6 on their way today will be stationed in Raleigh and then dispersed into different areas.
All right, thank you, Scott. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan for a look at our first alert forecast this hour. Bob, hot day out there today. For
yeah, really hot. Heating to see something near 100 to 105 degrees. And another story related to that storm Florence. It really shows you that the water does the most damage and kills the most people too. As we saw with that, it wasn't the wind, it was the heavy rainfall. Worst case scenario for us would be for a storm to stick around like that, and for anyone for that matter along the coastal residents, because everyone has an impact. It doesn't matter if you live on the coast or inland. It looks like if a storm were to stick around that long, everyone would have a huge impact. Now, not much rainfall at Lakewood Ranch. That storm that's to the north of you there is kind of weakening to near Lakewood Ranch, but it's still pretty strong near State Road 64 and State Road 70. You can see that sea breeze front and also the bay breeze kind of generating some storms, some pretty big storms now. A lot of lightning occurring near Parrish and Ellington. Not much in South Sarasota County. You had one lone shower near Clark Road, and you can see that rain pretty heavy now along State Road 70, just to the west of I-75 as well. And it looks like the lightning is starting to lessen up, so that means the storm is starting to weaken, but it's still heavy. Rainfall occurring near I-75. If you have a trip planned northbound on I-75 through Manatee County, you might want to delay that for about 20 to 30 minutes as that storm will start to weaken. But had one lone shower right there near Clark Road and also near Fruitville. That has since moved on. There's the breeze, the west coast breeze, and there it is right there stretching through southeastern portions of Manatee County. This is headed to the east and this is headed to the west. As these two meet, again, looks like in the western portions of Hardy and DeSoto counties, or maybe even the central counties there are going to be some bigger storms firing up. We'll see scattered showers near the coast. Well, more in our forecast. Take a look at the tropics coming up in a few minutes. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you. New details tonight about a fire in Palmetto that left 2 people injured on Sunday night. A fire investigator says there were no working smoke detectors inside that home. An arson dog was used to try to investigate the cause, but investigators say there were too many household chemicals and machine fuel to detect where that fire began, though all tenants agree it started in the 2nd bedroom on the left inside that home. 5 people were inside the home at the time. One was taken to the hospital for respiratory burns, another taken to the hospital for smoke inhalation.
An update now on a mandate that involves all public schools in Florida. A new state law requires all schools display the motto, "In God We Trust," in a conspicuous place on campus. In order to comply with that law, the Sarasota County School District put up temporary printed signs in lobbies and front offices. The district tells ABC7 permanent signs will go up by the end of the month. In Manatee County, school officials hung signs with a state seal, which includes the words, "In God We Trust."
ABC7 business commentator Richard Stern joins us now. And Richard, a new day, but brings some major differences.
Huge differences. If you recall, yesterday we talked about the fact these tariffs were going to be announced. Well, they weren't nearly as bad as a lot of people were in fear. And indeed, fear was the name of the game yesterday as the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Frankly, all 3 indices were in negative territory all day long, and today, just the opposite. All 3 were in positive territory all day long. The high of the day for the Dow was plus 255 points, and at the close, the Dow had its best finish since all the way back on the 29th of January. So let's see what a difference a day makes, and indeed it does. There you see the Dow up 185 points, 0.7% at 26,246.96. That on volume of 899 million shares. The NASDAQ, which got pounded yesterday, up 0.75% today. Just over 60 points at 7,956.11. That on volume of 1,902 million shares. And a clean sweep, the S&P up just over 0.5%, 15.5 points at 2,904.31. Well, I often remind you that stocks go up in a down market. Well, now I'm going to remind you the stocks go down in an up market. Today, the poster child was FedEx. Shares of FedEx fell by more than 5.5% after the company announced quarterly earnings that came in well below Wall Street expectations. Nonetheless, FedEx said it does expect positive news going forward. Certainly in the fourth quarter of the year, they do a lot of extra hiring. They're going to increase their hiring in the fourth quarter by more than 10%, 55,000 seasonal jobs. And also they announced that they will be delivering every Sunday between Thanksgiving and Christmas. So we all know the holidays are coming, and I guess FedEx is going to be ready, UPS is going to be ready, the Postal Service, and hopefully the retailers will do very well.
Yeah.
So what about tomorrow? What are you going to be watching, Richard?
Very quiet day. Tomorrow is Yom Kippur, the Day of Atonement, typically about the slowest day of the calendar year, the trading year, I should say.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Still to come in your Suncoast News, how new technology is protecting football players at Lakewood Ranch High School this season.
And Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with your first alert forecast, plus why authors of a new study on infant walkers want them off the market.
The ABC7 Stock Report is sponsored by Sunset Cadillac.
Who else has been taking your prescriptions? Keep your medicine and your family safe and secure. Mind your meds. To learn how we can help, visit the Partnership for Drug-Free Kids at drugfree.org.
The final 2018 Accord clearance is now during our model year-end clearance sale. Drive new Accords for just $249 a month. Get an Accord, the North American car of the year, for less than the competition. With more standard features than Camry, Honda Sensing, multi-angle camera, turbocharged engine, and more. New Accords, just $249 a month. Your last chance for new Accords. All on clearance this week at your local Honda dealer.
Sarasota Oxygen and CPAP is the largest locally owned CPAP supply company in the area. Is it time to replace your old equipment? The staff at Sarasota Oxygen and CPAP can show you the most up-to-date CPAP equipment and supplies to meet your sleep apnea needs, including portable travel devices and the SoClean automatic CPAP sanitizer. We serve all of Southwest Florida, giving the highest quality of care with the finest CPAP equipment. Please visit our website, sarasotacpap.com.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Did you know you could get life insurance for less than 32 cents a day? With guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TruStage, you can get up to $25,000 in protection with a single phone call. TruStage can help free your family from immediate financial stress when you're gone.
Utility bills, mortgages, car payments, those are a lot of things that can add up pretty fast.
And even if you're on a fixed income, prices fit your budget, starting at less than 32 cents a day. Plus, your price will never increase and your benefit will never decrease. And with no medical tests or health questions, you cannot be turned down for any reason. Call 1-800-842-7189. Now, for a free, no-obligation quote, TruStage offers plans to fit your budget. Help protect your family from immediate financial burdens after you're gone with guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TruStage. Call 1-800-842-7189 now.
Lakewood Ranch High School is making the game of football much safer for its players this season. ABC7's Stephanie Webb shows us how.
You're looking at the newest player in high school football. It's the Riedel Insight Smart Helmet, new this season for every single player on the Lakewood Ranch High School football team.
There's 5 sensors on the helmet inside. There's GPS based, and it will measure the load. It'll measure, it doesn't tell you if you have a concussion, but what it does is it tells you where your impacts have happened.
So, how does it work? Well, you simply turn it on before practice and games, and as soon as a player is active, those sensors are in motion, logging every single hit a player takes, how hard, what side, right down to the hour, even to the exact minute of impact.
You can see when a kid made a hit, if he's tackling properly, if he's leading with his head, if he's not protecting himself.
Now, as soon as an impact over the threshold happens, these sensors go off. Coaches then use this software to analyze each individual player's activity. And from there, they can teach them how to play smarter and safer.
If I'm a mom and my kid is playing football, if he does not have this, I want him to, because it's the most important thing you got. It's the greatest gift that you have.
Stephanie Webb for ABC7, your Suncoast News.
Wow, some great technology there.
Yeah, protecting the head, that's pretty important.
Come a long way since leather helmets,
Yeah.
you know, back in the day. That's really good news on that
Back
front.
in your day.
Yeah. You're right. I still got them. We have had a very hot day today. Temperatures into the low 90s and heat indices up near 100 to 105 degrees. There are some cooling showers around. Let's go to the webcam and show you what's happening on Casey Key. Calm day out there. Lots of sunshine, temperatures warming up there. Water temperatures still warm, 88, 89 degrees in some cases off in the Gulf of Mexico. And looks like we should have a nice sunset tonight. The pictures that were sent in, this is sunrise this morning at Catazan. Catazan showing a storm off in the Gulf to start things off this morning. Heidi Taylor getting this, a nice calm sea right there as well. And Sydney Desmond, the Venice Jetty, showing that storms dissipated out in the Gulf. Lots of sunshine there. She said it was desolate there at the Venice Jetty, and a little bit of red tide too. She could feel the effects of it with that west sea breeze developing. It has become a problem in the afternoon, especially high pressure dominating our weather with light winds for the most part. We have a little bit of an east flow around that high pressure ridge. You can see the east coast breeze making its way over now, and we've had some west coast breeze activity this afternoon, starting to make a break toward the coast too, and we are starting to see some showers advance into Bradenton. We had some heavy rainfall right there near Heritage Harbor, stretching off toward Waterleaf. That rain was heavy at times. Lots of lightning. That's starting to come to an end a little bit on in through I-75 and near 275. So the showers starting to wind down. It's still pretty heavy rainfall there. We also have some near Onico, and you can see that activity with some lightning near Samoset into Bradenton now. This storm moving off toward Bayshore Gardens at the airport. They're hearing some of the thunder. Hasn't rained there quite yet. And Palmview and 38th Avenue into Palmetto, some showers. And now down south, you can see this is west of I-75 now, so near Honore Avenue. And again, Lockwood Ridge getting some shower activity with a few lightning strikes still occurring. And there have been some lightning strikes outside of where the rain is. Bolts from the blue, we call them. So be careful. If you can hear that thunder, you're close enough to getting hit. That outflow boundary and sea breeze really advancing to the east. These two shall meet in about an hour and a half, 2 hours, right over central Hardy and DeSoto counties, and that's where the bigger storms will start to fire off. Well, the remnants of what was Florence still bringing rainfall along parts of the northern New England states, and the rain is let up in North Carolina and South Carolina. A few spotty showers there, but still the runoff from the rainfall over the weekend continues to wash into the rivers and streams there, causing still flooding concerns. Well, this is not a big concern for us right now, but we're watching it. It's going to move off to the west. This is the remnants of Isaac, and it looks as though it will continue to move in that west to northwesterly direction over the next couple of days. As we've talked about, we still have over 2 months to go before the official end of hurricane season. And typically we see about 5 storms from this date forward before the official end. So indications are long-range models. It's something popping up in the Western Caribbean a long time from now, but we'll keep an eye on it for you. This is a favorite area for development in the Western Caribbean as we end up the season, so we'll watch that closely for you. But right now, that's not a concern. Joyce way out there actually started further north, went to the southwest, went to the east, and now is back as a tropical depression, expected to not do much over the next couple of days as it makes its way to the west-southwest, but it's still kind of interesting direction there that one is taken. Dry air to the east of us, some dry air just to the northwest of us. It may be impacting some of us tomorrow. Not as many storms around, 30% chance for showers and storms. Tomorrow, boaters, just a light chop out there. And we'll see that sea breeze kick in the afternoon. The extended forecast, just a 30% chance for late day storms. It will be another hot one, high near 91. Heat index up near 100. And then better chances for scattered storms as we move through the weekend and beyond. High temperatures just a couple degrees above average. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you. Now to First Alert traffic. We're seeing I-75 backed up this evening in the northbound lanes. This is between Fruitville Road exit and SR 64. Jacqueline?
Thanks, Scott. In health news tonight, obesity, it's a national concern. Updated guidelines released today reinforce the recommendations of structured diet and exercise. ABC's Elizabeth Herr gives us a look at those changes.
With over 35% of Americans suffering from obesity, finding a sustainable solution is a priority, especially because obesity can increase the risk for other diseases. The U.S. Preventive Services Task Force, looking at all the recent evidence, came out with updated recommendations for treating obesity in the primary care setting. The new recommendations reinforce the importance of long-term structured interventional programs that address things like diet and exercise. Obesity is a complicated disease with many variables, and experts say more research is needed to best address it. With this Medical Minute, I'm Elizabeth Herr, ABC News.
Authors of a new study on infant walkers want them taken off the market. The study, published in the journal Pediatrics, found between 1990 and 2014, more than 230,000 children under the age of 15 months were treated for injuries linked to walkers. That's an average of more than 9,000 a year. More than 90% of those incidents involved head and neck injuries. The next largest percentage were injured falling down the stairs. In 2014, about 2,000 kids were injured due to infant walkers. Coming up, Los Angeles firefighters battle a major commercial fire for more than 7 hours. And a look at what could be the car of the future. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
You want a Maserati, but you need an SUV. Why not have both? Levante, the Maserati of SUVs.
Experience it at Sunset Maserati Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
Hurricane season is here, and so is the official Suncoast Hurricane Guide from ABC7. This essential resource arms you with vital information you need to protect your family and property when severe weather threatens the Suncoast, including how to create your readiness plan and survival kit, shelter locations, what to do with pets, and important phone numbers. Visit mysuncoast.com and download the official Suncoast Hurricane Guide from ABC7. Brought to you by Batteries Plus, the Florida Lottery, and Sarasota Glass and Mirror.
The ABC7 First Alert weather app just got even better. It's easy to use once you download it. First, tell the app to follow you, so you get alerts pinpointed to exactly where you are. Then customize your settings with all the places you go, from the beach to grandmother's house. Get accurate alerts for everyone you care about. You can even pick which weather alerts and categories you want and what they sound like. More ways to customize and more ways to keep your family safe. Download the ABC7 First Alert weather app today.
Get more for your money at Sunset Subaru in Sarasota. Subaru vehicles hold their value better than any other brand for 2018, according to ALG. And Subaru is Kelley Blue Book's most trusted brand for 4 years running. The Subaru Forester is an IIHS top safety pick for 12 years running. And right now, you can lease a new Subaru Forester for just $229 a month, or get 0% financing with zero down. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
We'll take a look at a massive fire at a two-story commercial building in Los Angeles. That fire broke out last night at a rental supply company called Palace Party Rental. Thick black smoke could be seen for miles. Crews quickly surrounded the fire on all sides. The fire department has not released any details about any injuries. The cause of the fire also remains under investigation. Police are looking for a man seen before a massive fire in New York Monday morning. It started in the parking deck of the Kings Plaza shopping center. More than 250 firefighters flooded the scene, shutting down several blocks as they worked to put it out. The entire mall was evacuated. Police now calling it suspicious. They're looking for a man who was seen leaving the garage right before the fire. A car dealership was using that garage to store more than 100 vehicles, and police say the fire may have been set because someone had a disagreement with that dealer.
At least 12 tornadoes were reported in Virginia yesterday. This is dramatic video of a tornado tearing the roof off a building in Midlothian, about 14 miles west of Richmond. The tornadoes and severe weather are related to the remnants of Florence, which continues to spin to the north after battering the Carolinas for days. Well, could this be the car of the future? Toyota and its group companies have invested $375,000 in a Japanese startup called Cartivator to develop a flying car. The hope was for it to be done in time to light the torch at the 2020 Tokyo Olympics, but that seems unlikely. At a demonstration last year, the device crashed after it elevated to about eye level.
Needs some work.
Yes, hopefully it'll get it taken care of soon, so we'll see.
Yep.
Still to come on your Suncoast News, construction of a huge industrial park is underway in Ellington. A look at that project that will soon be the biggest complex in this part of the state.
Plus, why the NRA is blasting a Bradenton lawmaker over a recent donation. Those stories when we come back.
If you think it's hot outside, just wait until you see even hotter savings inside. Only at Rugs As Art Hot Summer Savings Sale event will you find the lowest prices on a vast selection of stunning rugs, furniture accents, and accessories. This special event only happens once a year, so hurry in before the best selections are gone. The Hot Summer Savings event ends soon, so don't miss out on the best prices ever. Rugs As Art, Sarasota's only area rug superstore.
The following message is brought to you by Mesobook.com.
People who have been diagnosed with mesothelioma have many questions. How did I get this disease? What are my treatment options? How will this affect my loved ones? You need answers, which is why we offer a free book written by medical professionals who have treated mesothelioma.
Call toll-free at 1-800-777-1366 or go to Mesobook.com.
Gettle's got what you're looking for at Gettle.com. 17 new car brands, over 1,000 used vehicles, prices and payments you can afford. Credit help if you need it, and they pay cash for your old car. Plus, Gettle Pre-Owned Certified Plus means buying with peace of mind. Need service? Gettle's got that too. Gettle's got it. Visit Gettle.com.
Planning a Carnival fantasy cruise out of Mobile? Then check out the park and cruise packages at the luxurious Battle House and Renaissance Riverview Plaza hotels. Stay at the Battle House for $169 per night, or the Riverview Plaza for just $149 per night, and leave your car for the duration of your cruise. Includes transportation to and from the cruise terminal. If you're cruising out of Mobile, come stay with us. Call 1-800-MARRIOTT or visit Marriott.com now.
If you don't want to fall immediately into love, look away. If you don't want to awaken a desire for excellence, look away. If you don't want to be seduced, please look away.
Rediscover your passion for driving at Sunset Maserati Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
There's a lot of fear in coming back to school. I'm a 40-year-old man that walked in there to get his high school diploma. It was very hard for me, but one of the teachers was Miss Araceli. She gave me direction. Every single time I had a question, she'll put down whatever she's doing and she'll sit there with you until you get it. 50% of getting your high school diploma is walking through those doors. The other 50% is doing the work.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.